Hello. I did a video talking about the music of the 60s and the San Francisco sound. There's a little follow-up here. What was unique? Uh, so it's like part two, music of the 60s, um, San Francisco sound and the culture of the 60s. A little follow-up here. What was unique about the San Francisco bands is they really weren't accomplished musicians, but they did all their own music. What was going on at the same time in the mainstream? You had all these groups, the association, the grassroots, you had all these different groups, and there was a group of studio musicians called the Wrecking Crew was actually doing most of doing all the studio work for their albums. Then groups like the Byrds too, they were using studio musicians because most of these young fellas and people weren't accomplished musicians. Their timing wasn't good. So that was the unique thing about the San Francisco groups. And then what evolved from this was groups like the Buffalo Springfield, which generated Stephen Stills and Neil Young and people that wrote their own songs and were very unique. So this is what was going on in the 60s. And the Los Angeles sound was completely a different kind of thing culturally. At this time, I was in the Navy. I was frequently in Los Angeles. Um, and they copied hippie styles, was commercialized. And you could see that on any given weekend in Los Angeles on Hollywood Boulevard. You had all these people posing as the counterculture people, style-wise. So there was a lot of things going on, and of course, I mentioned that uh, the music reflected what was going on in Vietnam War and the civil rights movement. There was a lot of protest movements and everything. So that was a big difference. And then towards the latter part of the 60s, the heavy drug use caused also contributed to a very different, not a very happy vibe. So that's what I have to say right now. So again, I dedicate this to Ben and Victoria. They want to know about this period of time when they weren't around. This is what was going on. Peace and love to you.